working a double crochet, first you will yarn over, then insert your hook into the stitch or chain indicated, yarn over, draw up a loop. Now you have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, draw through 2, yarn over, and draw through the last 2. And there's a double crochet. So yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over and draw up a loop, yarn over and draw through 2, yarn over and draw through your last 2. When increasing double crochet, or most any stitch, you'll just increase by putting an extra stitch in the same space. And that's pretty easy, so we're not going to go over that much. But to decrease, you want to work a double crochet 2 together. So how we do that is you yarn over to the first, you're going to do the first half of a double crochet. So insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, but leave these 2 here. So now yarn over, insert into the next stitch, yarn over and pull up a loop. Now you yarn over and pull through 2, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through the last 3. And that makes a double crochet 2 together. I'm going to show you my favorite method of the chainless double crochet, because the chain 3 for me is often a little awkward, especially when I come back and double crochet into it. So the chainless, you actually will, I'll hold on to my tail here, raise your yarn up to about twice of the shaft height. So you can see, got it about this. I'm going to hold it still right here with your finger, pull your hook towards you and around. You can see how now there's almost like kind of a 2 loops on the hook. It's not, because it's just wrapped around. Yarn over and draw through. And now you do officially have 2 loops on your hook. Yarn over and draw through both. And that gives you a chainless double crochet. So let's double crochet in the next spot here. I'll show you kind of what it looks like. So you can see it looks much more like a stitch. I love to use this in like granny squares, like motifs, and different places that I normally have to work into a chain. And so when you come back, you would work into these 2 loops just like they were a V. So let's show you one more time. So here I have my loop, tighten it back down. So if this was my regular loop here that I just ended a row with, I would raise my yarn to twice the height, hold on to this, and you get used to holding it. So occasionally it slips, but you just unravel it when it does that. Hold it, turn it towards you and around, yarn over and pull underneath, and then yarn over and pull through. So it gets easier with practice, and it's my favorite way to work a chainless double crochet or a standing double crochet where you do not have to work into a chain 3 at the end. Counting stitches and rows in double crochet is pretty easy because it's pretty easy to see the different rows. I just worked across this blue, so this is the front side. As I was working across, this is what the front side of a double crochet looks like. And then this row was worked, of course, across the other way, and this is the back side. So it's pretty easy to see these V's at the end of each row, regardless of whether you're seeing the front or the back. Some stitches look totally different from the front and back. So the good thing about double crochet is, since it's so tall, and then you see these V's, it's pretty easy to count. So even if I had not done each of these rows in a different color, you could still count them. So I do encourage you, if you're pretty new or you need some practice, to practice working each row in a different color so that you'll get used to the way the stitches look. You can see, of course, the individual stitch better this way, where it connects. And of course, you can see the rows very clearly this way. So you can practice counting your rows, counting your stitches So you just count across 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This one says 8. It's right here. So 8 stitches across, and it's great practice with different colors. The reason I use 3 colors is if I keep going up more, I just bring the yarn up. So let's say I haven't fastened any of my yarns. So if I was turning it and about to work, come on green, this green, I would just pull it up right here and carry it along the side like so. And then you can just practice making, you know, quite a few rows and counting them and getting used to the way the stitches look, because ultimately that's going to help you in the future when reading your work, as they call it. When you look back and you're like, how many rows have I done? Oh man, I was, you know, watching TV or listening, as it were, and I don't remember how many I worked. If you have practiced, you're familiar with what the stitches look like, and then you're able to be a more accomplished crocheter, someone who is more of a professional. I remember someone was telling me that the difference between a beginning and an advanced crocheter was the ability to read your work. That was a big part of it, and I agree. So something to get good at, something to practice.